Hey everybody, Brett from Stars Gaming here, back with part 12 of our Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Let's Play. So, what we're going to do today is head out to Morthal and then hopefully get a little bit done once we arrive there. I've already sold off most of the junk we were carrying, bought some new stuff, crafted some new stuff. You can see we've got a new follower here. This is Crassius. We finally managed to pick him up because I stopped off in Riverwood on the way back. He's got the... It's like Jehenian leather armor or something. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. And then he's got a backpack on just like Eric does, so they can carry a little bit more. And then he's using a shield from Not Another Guard Replacer. This is the Solitude variant, and then Eric is using the Whiterun variant. I also have an extra Whiterun shield. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in the house really quick on the shield stand. And then we'll get moving. We're taking the Bastard Sword with us. I'm going to leave the Lord of the Rings one that we crafted last time here. I went ahead and enchanted it with Soul Trap just so I could level up my enchanting a little bit. Maybe I'll throw it there or something. Although I wanted to make like a Whiterun sword or something.
Watch over your battles, friend.
Let's see, how do I get the shield off here?
Different.
I don't think it'll let me.
These are dark days.
Great sword. That's weird. It's like super buggy. Great sword. It won't let me take the shield, so let's just go ahead and equip the other one. And I've made one for myself as well. This is the one that we're going to carry right here. I just thought that was kind of unique. And then we'll throw the Whiterun shield on the wall there. Oh man, that looks terrible. And I can't get it off.
These are troubling times indeed.
I saw it down there somewhere. This is so dumb. I don't know what mod it was that broke this, but they were working fine before.
Frolia Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons.
So, oh well.
Dragonbridge. Don't find a trace of them.
Yes?
Let's get moving. And so, on our way to Morthal, I thought we would stop off at the Silent Moons camp since I picked up a bounty for them. And what we'll do is, because I was considering using... Sorry. Oops. I was considering using that as our base for our custom faction. And so what we're going to do is we're going to clear it out. We'll throw down our custom faction tablet inside the cell of it, like the little dungeon part. And then we'll place the well from the Tundra Defense mod outside. And that should keep the bandits from respawning there. And that'll be like our little base from now on. And then we can start recruiting people and sending them there. So that's what we're going to do. You can see it's already a little bit late, like 4:30. So the idea is we're going to clear it out, get that set up, and then we're going to go to sleep. And, you know, we'll sleep there because there's some bedrolls, I imagine, since there's bandits living there right now. We'll sleep there, and then from there we should be pretty close to Labyrinthian. And that's where we'll make our way through the mountains into Morthal. And I'll probably cut most of that out. There are going to be some frost trolls in Labyrinthian, so I might just like show you guys the highlights of the fights rather than showing the whole thing, because I'm trying to do more editing in this series. It seems like you guys want to see a lot less travel and a lot more action, so that's what I'm going to go for. We'll see how it works out. But yeah, this is probably going to be our new, like, I mean, not our base, it'll be our faction's base, but obviously we've got houses and stuff that we'll use. Our sneak went up. Somebody detected us. Hopefully it was just an animal. Okay, I'm hoping we can deal with most of these guys stealthily. Okay, he's done. That's one down. I think there's one over here somewhere. No. And the problem is, I have my graphics settings turned down a little bit just so it doesn't lag when I record and we can hold a decent frame rate. But it doesn't spawn in the actors until you get a certain distance away. You can see, like, he wasn't there before, and now we can see him. So he's down. I can see another one over there. Just the top half of him. So this is going to be a tough shot. Got him. So let's loot these guys and then we'll head in. Some free arrows. Ooh, a sweet roll. It's like we're stealing sweet rolls from the bandits, not the other way around. So what are the guards going to say about that? Let's see. We might have dealt with everybody who was outside. There is a little dungeon in there, as I mentioned before, and then up there is the forge. The Lunar Forge, to be specific. It's actually just a basic forge. It doesn't do anything special. I think they intended for it to. But the way it works now is you basically just get the enchantment, and then you can enchant anything with the Lunar Forge enchant. So there's really, I mean, no reason to make stuff there. But for the sake of role-playing, I guess, we'll just go ahead and use it. It's a free forge, I mean, and we need a base, so why not? Plus, it's convenient. It's outdoors. We don't have to go in and out of this building in order to use it. So that's nice. There will be another guy up here. I think there might actually be two, but we'll find out shortly. Yeah, there's at least one. So I'm gonna do my best to stay in stealth here.
Huh?
Oh, so much for that. Let's see if he'll come investigate. No. There's one. Two. Okay. So we got a little bit lucky there. Take all the iron. Take his gold. We'll take your arrows. And so this is the Lunar Forge. As I said, it doesn't actually do anything special, but there are like lunar steel weapons that you can disenchant for the enchantment. It just makes them do more damage at night. Let's boost our smithing a bit. Ooh, 50 already. Like I said, I did quite a bit of crafting off camera, so we've got, as you can see, we've got a couple level ups, but I'm not going to bother with it right now. So let's go ahead and clear the dungeon part out, and then we can set up for the night. But yeah, I was thinking, if you guys are familiar with Tundra Defense, you've got to like set up a little house and a barracks and a well. And so I was thinking we'd throw the house there, throw the barracks like down here somewhere, and then the well. I'm not too sure about the well. Maybe over here? I don't know, honestly. We could put something up there, too. Okay. So there's going to be a couple more guys to deal with in here. And what I think I'll do is, maybe I'll use the console to sort of redecorate in here a little bit and make it look nicer. We'll clear out some of the rubble and such. But I'll do all that off camera and just show you guys the end result, because there's no reason to waste any of your time with that. Is that a person? I think it is. That was not a person. Huh. Somebody's down there, yeah. There we go. Okay, give me all of your mead. Actually, I'll leave it here. Oh, I also built water tankards and stuff for placing in here and outside, so we can refill our water when we need to. Because I thought that would be kind of useful. We'll have to clear some of this junk out. Okay, there's another guy. Oh, he's marked. Yeah, I should have known that. Ah, crap. That's not a very good clipping plane.
It's nothing.
Oops, sorry, Kanya. Move. Thank you, jeez. Oh, there's another guy. So we got the bounty from that. There's still another guy, I think. If I remember right, there's at least one more. But I could be totally wrong. Apples. What's in here? Flour, I don't care about that. Empty. Apples I'll take. Gold and potions, I could use those. And then in here, let's be careful about this. Woodcutter's axe, I don't need that. Could use more apples though. Whoops. I've been kind of surprised with how scarce lockpicks have been in this playthrough. Normally, by this point, I have over 100, and I'm dwindling just over 10. Anybody in here? No, okay, I guess not. Let's see, I'll take all of that. Seared slaughterfish. I'll take that. Take the troll fat and some of the bread. And let's see, there's some gold, potion or poison or whatever that was, and those are worth money. That's worth money. And these are worth money. So I'll take them all. And that looks to be it. Now, normally you'd exit here and it'll take you to the little castle outside. Or the tower, whatever you want to call it. But got a little bit more business to take care of in here before we go. So I'm going to head back to the entry room. We're going to put down our little guild thing.
So,
I think up here is... it might clip through that. Well, let's see. What happens if I disable this?
What
Okay.
is that?
Can I disable this? Okay, so that actually made a lot more room than I thought it would. Then we got this whole little area here.
Bandits and thieves. Men
So,
like these
this seems
raid
like
our
as good
town
a
every
place as
year.
any to drop the tablet. Let's see, what's it called? HQ marker. So we'll drop that. And like I said, I'll clear the rest of this off camera. I didn't really want to do that on camera, but last thing I'll do with the console here is get rid of this decorative one. And then we'll go into our inventory here and place the actual one. I forget how this works. Okay, so I can turn it and I can move it. But I need
Almost
it
doesn't
further
feel like
back,
Skyrim.
so let's start here.
Being so far away.
That's actually perfect. So let's leave it right there.
Person I've ever met. Or the
And then we can
biggest-
actually use this now. So let's drink from it. Our water things are full, so we can't do anything there. Then we'll go back outside. We will place our well. And then we'll hit the sack and head out. So I'm thinking the well would look okay over here, maybe? I think it would also look really well. That's not the right word to use, especially how bad that pun would be. I don't think it would look too bad over here, but like I said, I want to be able to
Gems,
place the
maybe?
house over here.
Only one way to find out.
So, I'm not sure. I mean, I could put it over here somewhere. But how rough this terrain is, I don't know if it would look very good. So, maybe over here?
These are dark days.
Or up there, I guess.
You know we're doing our part to make
Forget
So,
I
we'll
said
put it like right in this vicinity. So, the plans are under the food thing. Plans water well. X and Y to change the axis, Z to change modes, and the mouse to adjust. That's kind of awkward, isn't it? Are we in distance mode right now?
I'm not sure what I was expecting, but this isn't it.
Okay, so we are in rotation mode. I'm actually gonna square it up with the building. So we'll do something like that. We can always move it, but I think for now
How many
that's
sausages?
a good place as any. I'm not gonna worry about the boundaries for now. I'll do that off camera as well. But that works for me. Play special order, view last message. Okay. So,
The road to Whiterun's not safe these days.
now that
Lots
that's
of
all
travelers
set,
just disappear south of Dragonbridge.
I am going to do some playing around here, because I think I need to open that up from the inside. So we'll go through there and then we'll go to sleep. But I'll probably make a cut here and just come back when we're heading back out. Alright guys, so just checking back in. We're about to head on our way to Labyrinthian. So just to give you an idea of what we're doing here. So we're right here. Here's Whiterun. We're going to cut through this mountain pass right here. Being careful to take the one to the left. Because the other one will just wrap around the mountain and this one will just go straight up it. And I think there's a dragon there. So we're going to go to the left through Labyrinthian here, onto this road, and then we'll take this road to Morthal. We'll do some side quests in Morthal, and then eventually we'll head to Ustengrav to grab the Horn of Jorgen Wingcaller. Maybe we'll discover that mine while we're out there. But yeah, so that's our goal. And then from Morthal, we'll probably head back to Whiterun and take care of business. So I will see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we're approaching Labyrinthian here. And we're not going to really do much. I don't think I'm even going to bother looting it. We'll probably just deal with the trolls that we have to and just kind of continue on through. Most of the dungeons in here are tied to... Oh, wow. I didn't realize there'd be one so soon. Most of the dungeons in here are tied to the College of Winterhold quest, so I'm not going to bother with it. I'll grab any loot that's like immediately in front of me, but... Let's get my fire breath shout out. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so we're about to make our final approach into Morthal.
With the soldiers all fighting in the war.
So our goal here is basically knock out as many side quests, favorite quests, whatever, before we get into the main storyline once again. Ooh, whoa. There we go.
What's the Jarl going to do about it? How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Would you look at
Please,
that?
enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns.
These are
She'll look
dark
after you all.
days.
Please, go about your
We
business.
know we're doing our part. to
We've
make
no
things
need for
better,
wizards in our midst. Morthal has enough problems as it is. It's no use. Let's get back to it then.
Alright.
The way I hear
Unless it's about the
elsewhere
mill.
ain't nothing
I don't have
like
time to talk.
Skyrim.
Too much to do.
Tropical
You
forests,
seem upset about something.
islands.
The world's going mad,
awful.
and our Jarl does what? She hides inside with her visions. We need a leader, not some mystic.
So you don't trust her?
How can I? She never speaks with us. She's allowed this wizard, Falcon, to live in our midst practicing gods know what. And now there's talk of
These are
rebellion and
troubling
dragons.
times indeed.
What help could Ygritte be against them? No. We can only rely on ourselves. You do well to remember that.
Okay.
Until next time.
So we'll need to brawl with the hireling in this town. We'll need to sell some firewood to the owner of the lumber mill. Wow, why is it so laggy? I think every time we go into a town like this, there's just so much clutter that the game gets a little bit
The mill
unhappy
is my
with me about it.
responsibility. And that's what I care about. That's all. Understand?
Come on, stop it. I just want the nerd root. There we go. Okay, and while we're over here, let's... Oh, man. Why are you doing this to me? Come on, game. Okay, so let's check out the burned down house here. Okay. Let's see. What is that? Nothing? Okay.
These are dark days. At least we know we're doing our part to make things better, eh?
So, now we can go into the inn and we'll talk to the innkeeper about what's going on there.
The Greybeards are...
Okay, so let's talk to her.
There ain't much to offer, but if you want a place dry to spend the night, I'll rent you a room.
Can you fill me up?
Of course.
Would you look at that?
So, is there a story behind that burned down house?
Hrogar's house? It burned down not too long ago. It's a real pity about his wife and kid. The screams woke half the town. Most folk won't go near it now for fear it's cursed.
How did the fire start?
Hrogar claims it was a Hearthfire. Some folks say Hrogar started it himself.
With his own wife and child inside?
That's what they say. See, he's living with Alva now. That started the day after the fire.
Just
It ain't right moving in with a new love the day after your kin die like that.
Beautiful.
And of course they can't pin anything on him.
Aye. Our Jarl would sure like to know if he did, though. Might even pay to find out.
Well, we'll look into it.
See ya.
I heard those mages up in
What's that?
Winterhold have been trying
it's
to
a
figure
fur.
out how many dragons
It's a-
there are in Skyrim.
Weird looking fur. Eric. Okay, there we go. Wow, we just caught on fire there. That was interesting. Okay, so let's see. Who's this?
Please don't mind Yorick. He's not bad. Really, he's not.
So I think we're too low a level to get her quest yet.
I'd better get going.
She asked you to deliver something to Whiterun, which, you know, unfortunately it would have been nice to take with us
These are dark days.
now because we'll be headed back to Whiterun fairly soon, but
Want to make things better, eh?
let's see.
You couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend, could you?
Do you have a hard time getting supplies out here?
No, no.
The way I hear
Well,
it,
sometimes,
I swear
but
ain't
that's
nothing
not the
like
problem.
Skyrim.
I just often don't have much to do, so I tend to try things out. They don't usually work, but I try. Next thing I know, I've used up most of my stock.
Smell the air. Isn't it wonderful?
How long have you been studying alchemy?
I picked up the trade when I was a girl. One of the temple healers staying here on a pilgrimage showed me the basics. She had a book with her, Song of the Alchemists, that I
glad to
used to
help a
read
friend if I
over and
can.
over. I miss having a copy.
Well, I could try to find one for you.
Really? I'd be happy to show you a bit about herbs if you find the book.
Alright.
Aye.
So let's go chop some firewood. We'll sell it to the wood chopper guy, and then we'll head back to the Jarl's
There are so many new
house and tell her that we'll take on the case. Okay guys, we're back. So unfortunately something about this bridge likes to make my game crash. It's done it twice already. So hopefully it doesn't when we go back across. But yeah, if you're wondering what that cut was,
These
the
are dark days.
game crashed the desktop on me. I'm not really sure
Doing our
First the
part
why.
to make
and now
things
there's
better,
talk
eh?
of dragons.
Do we have any firewood on
I
us?
just want to be left alone to do
No.
my job. And to enjoy what little free time
Okay.
I
Well,
have
can I
in
borrow
my
this? Thanks.
Good morning.
Okay, there's 2 firewood. That's all we really need. We just need something to sell them so we get credit for the favor
Need
quest. The Morthal mod I'm running adds a full forge to the city here. And apparently it adds some ingots that I can take. So I'm going to take them all. What we got over here? Oh, 2 more. Ooh, and free lockpicks. We needed those. I'm not going to take any of that. So let's see if we can't sell some firewood.
Need something? Honest gold for honest work.
Cool.
See ya.
I'm not sure that it's news, but lately it seems like every black.
Alright, so let's go talk to the Jarl
is out to prove
and see if we can't
Norland Grey.
get to the bottom of this house burning down.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the dominion out of Skyrim.
It's over here.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim.
So we're about to meet one of my favorite Jarls in Jarl Idgrod Ravencrone, who I think she's
What do
pretty
you
funny.
need?
Oh,
So let's see.
So, life has brought you to Morthal, and to me. What purpose this serves, we will no doubt see. Welcome.
Is there some... excuse me.
I'm always
Is there some kind of trouble in Morthal?
That which is unknown can create unease, even fear. It is to be expected. Some fear our new resident wizard. As they grow to know him, they will accept him. Time will prove me right.
Why do we always focus on retelling the old story?
Well, I hear you're looking for somebody to look into the house that burned down.
Right now.
Rogar's house fire? Well, he lost his wife
these
and
are
daughter
dark
in the
days.
blaze. My people believe it to be
Our part
cursed
to make
now.
things better, eh?
Who am I to gainsay them?
What does Rogar say about it?
Rogar blames his wife for spilling bear fat in the fire. Many folk think he set the fire himself.
So, do you
Why would he do that to his own family, though?
battle too?
Lust can make a man do the unthinkable. The ashes were still warm when he pledged himself to Alpha.
Would you look at that?
So why haven't you arrested him then?
On rumor and gossip? No. But you, a stranger, might find the truth for us. Sift through the ashes that others are too fearful to touch. See what they tell you. Should you prove him guilty or innocent, I will reward you. Rogar's fate is in your hands.
Alright guys, so let's go do some Dragonborn PI and figure out what's going on here in
Couldn't
Morthal.
possibly be.
Now, I'll probably be making some cuts in this quest because I'd like to be able to get through most, if not all of it in this episode so that we can focus on the main quest in the next episode, which is, you know, getting the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. So, oh, we need to go visit the house here.
My mother and father died years ago. Valiant takes care of me now.
Oh, we got a ghost here. Let's talk to her.
Who's there? Is...
Who are you?
Helgi. My father says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you a stranger?
No, you can trust me. I'm a friend. Do you know what happened to your house?
The smoke woke me up. I was hot and I was scared, so I hid. Then it got cold and dark.
To make things better, eh?
I'm not scared anymore. But I'm lonely. Will you play with me?
If I do, will you tell me who set the fire?
Okay, let's play hide and seek. You find me, and I'll tell you. We have to wait for nighttime, though. The other one is playing too, and she can't come out until then.
The other one? What do you mean?
I can't tell you. She might hear me. She's so close. If you can find me first, I can tell you.
Okay, so we're gonna probably just wait. I don't think there's a whole lot we can do. Let's try to find the guy that we need to brawl with. And that'll help kill some time. But I'll probably just make a cut until we find him and then pass the time by waiting until we can take care of the rest of this.
Like you. But I took an arrow in the knee.
Alright, I tracked him down. Let's go ahead and talk to him.
I'm the best warrior in Morthal, and that's no boast.
The best warrior in Morthal, huh?
You want me to prove it? I bet 100 gold I can take you, bare-handed.
Well, I fight dragons for a living, dude, so I don't think you're gonna be too much trouble.
Just your own two hands. Weapons and magic are out. Now let's see what you got. Come on,
Alright.
let's see what you're made of. You won't get away from me.
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up. Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up.
Yeah, I kicked your
Drive
ass.
that snow back to the ground.
That was a punch.
I think I've earned that gold, buddy.
You're a real fighter. I like that. You ever need my steel by your side, you just ask.
Okay, so there's another favorite quest down. Let's go ahead and wait until we can talk to,
Just
what happened
yesterday,
here?
I saw a musician in the street playing a
Interesting.
flute.
At least
It
we
was
know we're doing our
beautiful.
part to make things
So,
better, eh?
I'm gonna go wait by the, little girl's grave. Actually, let me walk over there just so you guys know where it is, in case you haven't done this before. I assume most people have that have played Skyrim, and I assume most people have played Skyrim, but just in case, if you're gonna play hide and seek with her, this is where you find her. So I'll see you guys. Well, no, we'll just go ahead and do this because I mean, obviously, it won't take that long. So that'll be 6 o'clock. Well, 6:20. It'll be 7:20. Let's shoot for like 8:20. It's got to be completely dark, so that should be fine.
Fire's what's keeping it.
Hey!
Wow. That went quick. Take all that. And let's talk to the little girl's ghost now.
You found me! Layla was trying to find me too, but I'm glad you found me first. Layla was told to burn Mommy and me, but she didn't want to. She wanted to play with me forever and ever. She kissed me on the neck, and I got so cold that the fire didn't even hurt.
Why do we always focus
Layla
on
thought she
retelling
could
the
take
old
me and
stories?
keep me.
There are so
She
many new
can't.
stories being
I'm all
made
burned
right
up.
now.
I'm tired. I'm gonna sleep for a while now.
Okay.
So, do you get that weird taste in your mouth?
Oh,
She's
right.
dead.
What is that?
She's a vampire. Keep your wits about you.
Hey, we're
Morthal's
talking about
heart
vampire
is a
here.
safe place. She's dead. Layalette is dead.
What can you tell me about her?
Layalette. I thought she left to join the Stormcloaks. My poor Layalette.
Did you notice anything strange before she did?
She began to spend a lot of time with Alva. Yet just a week before, she despised her. In fact, the night she disappeared, she was supposed to meet Alva. Alva told me later that she never showed up. I never got to tell her goodbye.
I'm starting to think that they may have met after all.
You think Alva? But that means... Ye gods! You think Alva is a vampire?
Well, it's a possibility that we can't ignore right now.
No, you're wrong. You must be wrong. Layalette may have met her fate out in the marsh. I refuse to believe Alva had anything to do with this. There is no way you can prove it to the Jarl.
We'll see about that.
I hope Alva is not what you think.
Alright guys, so we're gonna sneak into her house. See if we can't find anything incriminating. Whoa. Alright, so Hrogar tried to kill us. Let's grab her key, we'll get the lockpicks, salts, anything valuable we'll take, I guess. Let's see, that's considered stealing. Immortal Blood, do we have a copy? I thought we did, but we'll probably come back and read it just so you guys know what's going on here. Actually, you know what? It'd probably make more sense to read it now. So, let's go ahead and flip through it. The moons and stars were hidden from sight, making that particular quiet night especially dark. The town guard had to carry torches to make their rounds, but the man who came to call at my chapel carried no light with him. I came to learn that Movarth Piquin, I don't know, let's go with Piquin, could see in the dark almost as well as the light. An excellent talent considering his interests were exclusively nocturnal. One of my acolytes brought him to me, and from the look of him, I at first thought he was in need of healing. He was pale to the point of opalescence, with a face that looked like it had once been very handsome before some unspeakable suffering. The dark circles under his eyes bespoke exhaustion, but the eyes themselves were alert, intense, almost insane. He quickly dismissed my notion that he himself was ill, though he did want to discuss a specific disease. Vampirism, he said, and then paused at my quizzical look. I was told that you were someone I should seek out for help understanding it. Who told you that? I asked, with a smile. Tessina Gray. I immediately remembered her, a brave, beautiful knight who had needed my assistance separating fact from fiction on the subject of the vampire. It had been 2 years, and I had never heard whether my advice had proven effective. Based on that time frame, I imagine it probably wasn't. You've spoken to her? How is her ladyship, I asked. Dead, Movarth replied coldly. I was right. And then, responding to my shock, he added to perhaps soften the blow. She said your advice was invaluable, at least for the one vampire. When last I talked to her, she was tracking another. It killed her. Then the advice I gave her was not enough, I sighed. Why do you think it would be enough for you? I was a teacher once myself, years ago, he said. Not in university, a trainer in the Fighters Guild. But I know that if a student doesn't ask the right questions, the teacher cannot be responsible for his failure. I intend to ask you the right questions. And that he did. For hours, he asked questions, and I answered what I could. But he never volunteered any information about himself. He never smiled. He only studied me with those intense eyes of his, committing every word I said to memory. Finally, I turned the questioning around. You said you were a trainer in the Fighters Guild. Are you on an assignment for them? No, he said curtly, and finally I could detect some wariness in those feverish eyes of his. I would like to continue this tomorrow night, if I could. I need to get some sleep to absorb this. You sleep during the day, I smiled. To my surprise, he returned the smile, though it was more of a grimace. When tracking your prey, you adapt their habits. I'm not so sure that he's not a vampire himself. The next day, he did return with more questions, these ones very specific. He wanted to know about the vampires of Eastern Skyrim. I told him about the most powerful tribe, the Volkilhar, paranoid and cruel, whose very breath could freeze their victims' blood in the veins. I explained to him how they lived beneath the ice of remote and haunted lakes, never venturing into the world of men except to feed. Movarth Piquin listened carefully and asked more questions into the night, until at last he was ready to leave. I will not see you for a few days, he said, but I will return and tell you how helpful your information has been. True to his word, the man returned to my chapel shortly after midnight 4 days later. There was a fresh scar on his cheek, but he was smiling that grim but satisfied smile of his. Your advice helped me very much, he said, but you should know that the Volkilhar have an additional ability you didn't mention. They can reach through the ice of their lakes without breaking it. It was quite a nasty surprise, being grabbed from below without any warning. How remarkable, I said, with a laugh. And terrifying. You're lucky you survived. I don't believe in luck. I believe in knowledge and training. Your information helped me, and my skill at melee combat sealed the Bloodsucker's fate. I've never believed in weaponry of any kind. Too many unknowns. Even the best swordsmith has created a flawed blade, but you know what your body is capable of. I know I can land 1,000 blows without losing my balance, provided I get the first strike. The first strike? I murmured. So you must never be surprised. That is why I came to you, said Movarth. You know more than anyone alive about these monsters, and all their cursed varieties across the land. Now you must tell me about the vampires of northern Valenwood. I did as he asked, and once again his questions taxed my knowledge. There were many tribes to cover, the Bosamu, who were indistinguishable from Bosmer except when seen by candlelight, the Kirillith, who could disintegrate into mist, the Yakef, who swallowed men whole, the dread Telboth, who preyed on children, eventually taking their place in the family, waiting patiently for years before murdering them all in their unnatural hunger. Once again he bade me farewell, promising to return in a few weeks, and once again he returned, as he said, just after midnight. This time Movarth had no fresh scars, but he again had new information. You were wrong about the Kirillith being unable to vaporize when pushed underwater, he said, patting my shoulder fondly. Fortunately, they cannot travel far in their mist form, and I was able to track it down. It must have surprised you fearfully. Your field knowledge is becoming impressive, I said. I should have had an acolyte like you decades ago. Now tell me, he said, of the vampires of Cyrodiil. I told him what I could. There was but one tribe in Cyrodiil, a powerful clan who had ousted all their competitors, much like the Imperials themselves had done. Their true name was unknown, lost in history, but they were experts at concealment. If they kept themselves well fed, they were indistinguishable from living persons. They were cultured, more civilized than vampires of the provinces, preferring to feed on victims while they were asleep and unaware. They will be difficult to surprise, Movarth frowned, but I will seek one out and tell you what I learned. And then you will tell me of the vampires of High Rock and Hammerfell and elsewhere, and Black Marsh and Morrowind and Somerset Isles, yes? I nodded, knowing that this was a man on an eternal quest. He wouldn't be satisfied with but the barest hint of how things were. He needed to know it all. He did not return for a month, and on the night that he did, I could see his frustration and despair, though there were no lights burning in the chapel. I failed, he said, as I lit a candle. You were right, I could not find a single one. I brought the light up to my face and smiled. He was surprised, even stunned by the pallor of my flesh, the dark hunger in my ageless eyes, and the teeth. Oh yes, I think the teeth definitely surprised the man who could not afford to be surprised. I haven't fed in 72 hours, I explained, as I fell on him. He did not land the first blow, or the last. And so that is the story of Morthal the vampire.
These are dark days. At least we know we're
and we'll soon find out what his role is in all this. So let's see. This is Alva's coffin here, and this is her journal. I'll skip this part because it's mostly just filler. So basically, she fell in love with a vampire. He turned her and suggested that she use Hrogar as like a protector. And so she seduced him, and because his family started getting in the way, she basically put Leyleth, who she also turned, up to kill his family and get them out of the way. But Leyleth decided to do something kind of stupid and burn the house, and she actually tried to turn the little girl into a vampire, but wasn't able to, and so she died. And so Leyleth started to kind of lose it because she wanted to save the girl, and then she mentions the player character looking into the fires. So hopefully that was long enough for you guys to pause and read it if you so chose. But basically what I said is all you really need to know to advance the story here.
Not safe these days.
Just yesterday I saw a musician in this...
But the vampire that she met is Morthal. And so he's basically become a vampire lord, and they're trying to basically turn Morthal into like a feeding ground for basically human cattle. And so I believe we're probably gonna need to go to sleep here. And I don't know how we are on time, so I'll have to make a cut. Actually, you know what? We should probably deal with this ASAP, so...
You business with the...
Let's show her right now, and we'll go deal with Morthal in his lair. And then I think that's where we'll end the episode, because hopefully we can deal with it pretty quick. I know this episode's probably going to run a little bit long, but that's fine.
Is Hrogar innocent or not?
He is. Alva set the fire. She's the murderer.
Alva? Huh, didn't think she had it in her.
Actually, she's a vampire. She planned to enslave the whole town.
I assume you have proof? Can't go making accusations like that without proof.
It's all right here in her journal.
So it's true. A traitorous bitch. Morthal owes you a debt. Here, you were promised a reward for solving the crime, but I need one more favor from you. Morthal is still in danger. The journal mentions Morthal, a master vampire I thought was destroyed a century ago. I'll gather together some able-bodied warriors to clean out Morthal's lair. They'll be waiting outside for you to lead them.
Alright. Let's do this. So there's going to be a posse waiting for us outside. Unfortunately, they all bail when it actually comes down to dealing with the vampires.
Yes.
Alright, let's go. So I'll make a cut here and see you guys in a bit. Whoops, wrong way. Alright, we're here, and Alva's actually walking up here right now.
Boys hear about this.
Need something?
Apparently she's not going to do anything about it, so...
A word of advice. Don't buy discounted armor.
Let's go in. Unfortunately, the villagers just stand there. They won't actually do anything. And if you talk to them, they basically all just chicken out. So, we're going to leave them to whatever they want to do. And get this all taken care of on our own. I think, let's make sure that we have... where is it? Fire Breath. We want Fire Breath equipped for this because they are technically undead, so they're weak to fire. That definitely hit you. Hold still. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. Got him. Okay. Let's loot them and then get moving. So I'm going to switch to a little bit heavier hitting arrows for this because I don't think they're going to die from the weak little iron arrows. So we're going to go with orcish arrows. There's one down. Now I like to go to the left and deal with this guy on his own, because the majority of them are in this area, and so I like to pick off the ones that I can solo. Unfortunately, this guy's not very easy to deal with sneaking around, so the best way to do it is to just rush him.
Seems like you have a bit of gold left. Yes. Cannot best you.
Okay, so let's get back into sneak. Take his ale. And let's see, don't need any of that. Take the potion because it's valuable. But let's get back to sneaking around. Oh, there's another ale. Or mead. Close enough. So unfortunately, these guys are kind of tough to deal with because they don't really die in one hit. Especially Movarth. He's pretty difficult to take out. But yeah, you can see that didn't really do that much to her. Oh, it was too far out in front. Hold still, hold still. Okay, go investigate that. Uh-oh, they raised her. That's not good. Yeah. Okay. But we went ahead and we dealt with the majority of them, but there's still a couple vampires in here, I believe, because I don't think it's cleared on the map yet. Oh, it says it's cleared. Maybe we did. But I swear there's at least one more. Huh. Oh, Alva. So what I'm gonna do is, because I think it's a little bit weird that she just sort of like
The way I hear it, elsewhere
walks
in
around
Morthal,
town
Skyrim,
even though she killed
that
people,
tropical
is I'm gonna
forest.
throw on our our recruiting necklace and we're gonna make her join
What do you need, handsome? Of
our
course.
guild.
Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision.
Okay, so now that she's one of our guild members, she'll go stay at our base, and I don't know, I just feel like that's a little bit more lore friendly than her just heading back to Morthal as if nothing happened. I definitely want that. Yeah, so I don't know why it's saying it's clear, because it's clearly not. Ooh, Movarth's boots. What do those do? I think we've read that already. I'll take the gold. I think there's one more guy, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Wow, he hits pretty hard. I'm gonna level up and use that as a free heal. So we'll go health and go health and stamina, I guess. And I'm gonna throw one into speech, so we get some better prices off the stuff we're selling. And then maybe heavy armor. How are we doing on heavy armor? Let's see, unarmed attacks. I'm not wearing a heavy helmet, so that's not going to help us that much. How about blocking? Let's block. Because I do have a shield, I just haven't really been using it. Okay, so he's dead. Lockpick. What's in here? Anything good? Wow, lots of good stuff actually. I'm going to take both of these, and I guess we'll give them to Crassius here to carry. Yeah, unfortunately he doesn't talk because his voice is Imperial Soldier, and Imperial Soldiers aren't meant to be followers, so let's give him those. And that'll put us under. Oh, there's another one. Okay, so let's not end the episode here. Got him. Okay, so I'm gonna finish looting this place. That should be all of them, and I will see you guys. Oh wait, Book of Daedra. Okay. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I will see you guys back here for part 13 of our Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Let's Play.
So, do you get that